All right, so I really hope that this presentation helps everyone. And I'm basically just showing a 5-minute concept, something that I would do in a coffee shop for one of my prospects or even for one of my teammates, my newer partners especially. I do want to say something for just like as a disclaimer. I personally recommend that the way that I'm teaching, if this is what you're going to implement, try to have it be streamlined where this is the way you're doing it and you teach it to other people and they do it the same way and they teach the next person. But the goal is for it to be duplicatable and to have duplication, which is equivalent to residual income. That is the ultimate goal. So try not to veer off too much. And I just say that because literally the way I was taught is the way that I'm teaching it, and I'm yielding results. And that's what I want for other people too. So I just want to kind of put that disclaimer out there. Here we go. So when I sit down in a coffee shop with someone, basically, after you build that rapport and you're getting to know them just for a couple of moments, just like maybe 5 minutes or so, you want to get started because they know why they're there. They know that you're there to show them the shopping annuity. That's why you booked the appointment. So perfect. So what I start is by asking them if they know the definition of an annuity. What is an annuity? And they may know, they may not know. Either way, I'm going to explain it with my very short definition, which is an annuity is the fixed sum payment, which ultimately becomes equivalent to an income. So an example of that, just very quickly, is $250,000. This example is what I'm showing them in the appointment too. This is not just for the video. This is something that I literally, everything on this board is everything I write on a piece of paper that I either keep or I even give to them to take home. So the example is $250,000. We could go below that on anything, you and I say this in the appointment too. This money I could use to support my family. I could go put a deposit on a house, whatever I want. I'd spend it anywhere that I like. However, there are some people in the world that utilize this $250,000 as said income. An example would be for the next 20 years, they utilize that $250,000 to pay them approximately $1,500 every month. So without a shadow of a doubt, they know no matter what, they can get another job, they can get another business, they can start investing somewhere. They know for a fact $1,500 is coming into their bank for every single month. So the definition of what we have is called you can see it on the back of my shirt, the shopping annuity. So what's the definition of a shopping annuity? Is basically, because a lot of us unfortunately don't have that $250,000 immediately, what we do have instead is what we call time. Time and a habit change. Time before a purchase. 5 seconds before a purchase that you go make to Starbucks. You got those 5 seconds of time to be able to do what? Convert your spending into earning. That is the goal. That is exactly what we're doing. By converting our spending into earning, utilizing those minutes and seconds and maybe a couple of just planning hours before you go purchase something, we are utilizing that time to convert our spending into earning. And I'll give you a great example. The Labor Bureau of Statistics, they give us these numbers. The average family earns or makes after taxes, and make sure you stress that, after taxes. You can make more, you can make less than this number I'm about to tell you, but on an average, even depending upon where you live, average, you are making $56,352 annually, every single year. They give you another number as well. The average family ends up spending how much? Spending $51,100 annually, every single year. So what does that say? You only have $5,000 of leeway in between. Also saying, like, for instance, you might have things that happen in the house. The boiler might need to be replaced. I recently just got a flat tire. I had to get that replaced. That wasn't in the budget. Like, that's what this allows for. Otherwise, this $51,000 is being spent on what? Our lifestyle. So let's break both of these numbers down on a monthly basis and just ask that person to divide this bigger number by 12. And I like to really get interactive with my appointments. So I literally will ask that person to take their phone out if it's not out already and say, hey, can you just utilize your calculator and divide 56,000 by 12. Ideally, at this point, they'll have about 4,666, and we don't really like all those sixes, so we say $4,600 on a monthly. Oops, all right. So from here, after that $46,000, I asked them, I would say, what would you say is a good number that people are able to save every single month from their income? I would say, is $300 okay? Because I would say about $300. For the sake of the example, I know where I'm alluding to, but that's what I would say is basically about $300. Approximately $300 for savings. And this is also monthly, right? So out of this, you subtract basically 46 from the $4,300 from the $300 from savings, and you get exactly what I just said, the $4,300 every month that people end up spending. What are they in fact spending their money here on every single month? And this is basically expenses that you have that you cannot get away from. You cannot get away from spending money on food, on clothing, entertainment, on gas. If you're not driving and you don't utilize gas, you're using transportation at MTAs or public transportation period. So as I know this list, because I know we all have it, if they say they don't spend their money, this is what we're doing with that in that appointment. We're helping them to realize that they're spending their money on something on a monthly basis. So perfect. I'm working with them and I'm talking to them and I'm just asking them, hey, what do you spend for approximately $4,300 on a month? They'll tell me food, clothing, entertainment, travel, what else? They might say personal care, household items. They might definitely say bills. What else? They might say children. Let's put children here. And anything else they can think of. But cultivate that list with them. Make that list with them. Like literally, we're spelling it out for them. So then I say, okay, perfect. So $4,300 about we're spending money on these items. So imagine being able to utilize all of this that you're spending and being able to go through a vehicle called shop.com and being able to do what? Convert your spending into earning. And I pointed out for them, these notes up here are literature. I'm started on getting on that mindset of understanding. However, it's something that I'm also referring back to. It's something that they also need to understand, that this is that $4,300 a month. That $4,300 a month, basically, I can be able to convert it into earning by going through shop.com. Absolutely, I can. And there's two ways that you get paid. I'm gonna use another marker for that. So, the two ways that you get paid, the first way is as a customer. So for a customer, we get paid 2% to 50% cash back. So now you say, okay, that's not a lot, but you think about it. If you are driving and you're taking, you need gas, taking a trip and you're definitely saying, I need gas. You see a gas station on your left, that's $3.09. Another gas station on your right, that's $3.10. Where are you ideally going? It's a very, very easy question, but most people are going to go to $3.09. They're going to want to save that extra penny on every gallon, because why? Because it adds up. So 2 to 50% is not a lot, but 2 to 50% on what you're already spending, not anything extra. 2 to 50% of what you're already spending, what is a necessity to spend to maintain your lifestyle and your living. That's necessary to spend. Perfect. So now I always take a small number and I say, let's take a very small, very basic average number. Let's in between here, in between that 2 to 50%, let's just take 5%. If we take 5% of 4,300, we're multiplying 0.05, again, utilizing their calculator, times $4,300 equals approximately $215. I've done this a couple times, so I already know. Now this $215 represents what? That's $215. That's the money that you've saved that has been converted through shop.com. So that's $250 on a monthly basis. Because why? Because we took the 4,300. If you just multiply the 215 by 12, which I asked them to do as well, then we'll get $2,580. So $2,580 on an annual basis. And that's just by taking 5% of the $4,300 a month. That's amazing to be able to say, I can save $2,500 a year by doing what? Converting my spending into earning. And I kid you not, that's only at 5%. That's only at 5%. So it's actually more that we're actually able to save, but it's a matter of converting your entire household. Let's consider these items basically that we are always going to spend our money on without a shadow of a doubt. So the second way that we're able to get paid through shop.com is as a business owner. So as a business owner, we are able to get $300 to $4,200 every week. Yes, every week. And then I spell out the word residually, and I make sure to highlight that. This is what I'm working towards. And I'm letting them know by passing this message to more and more people and allowing for us to all be economically connected, we are ultimately earning residual income. That is the goal as a business owner, is to allow for us to establish our own economy in this world and be able to have $300 to $4,200 every week, which is huge. That is huge. So by the end of the appointment, which is critical because everyone knows that the point of any appointment is to book the follow-up. That is the goal and that is the objective. So for me, when I tell my partners, hey, here and here, this is where the appointment really is. You know how our CEO JR is always saying the meeting really starts during the meeting after meeting? This is exactly the same thing for me and my perspective during this first look. Thanks so much for watching, and definitely go check out part 2 of the Shopping Annuity 5-minute concept video. And also go check me out on all of my social medias at Simon Amor. Come and see my love.